Good evening. I'm Chris Rizzuta, presenting you with today's Franciscan Beat News Brief. The Biden administration says there is a significant difference between Israeli actions that have expanded its war against the Iranian-backed militant groups Hamas and Hezbollah and Iran's retaliatory missile attack against Israel, which is condemned as escalatory. President Joe Biden praised the U.S. and Israel militaries for defeating the barrage and warned, "Make no mistake, the United States is fully supportive of Israel." Secretary of State Anthony Blinken called the Iranian missile attack totally unacceptable, and the entire world should condemn it. Military officials have released new video of a startling encounter between a Russian fighter jet flying near Alaska and a U.S. Air Force F-16 sent to intercept it. In the video released Monday, the Russian plane comes from behind the camera and swoops by the U.S. jet, just feet from the aircraft. The video release of the close encounter, September 23rd, with the U.S. pilot under the direction of the North American Aerospace Defense Command, comes after a series of Russian incursions into the Alaska Air Defense Identification Zone just beyond U.S. sovereign airspace. The interaction drew condemnation from NORAD's top officer and one of Alaska's U.S. senators. West Texans have their say this week regarding a proposed carbon dioxide injection site when the Environmental Protection Agency holds a series of public meetings in Ector County. The proposed project, which has been under review for the last 2 years, would be the largest of its kind in the United States. Occidental Petroleum Corporation, or Oxy, an oil and gas company based in Houston, wants federal approval to capture and store an estimated 722,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide in 3 injection wells 4,400 feet underground. Public testimony begins Wednesday with an information session at 7 p.m. and ends October 7th. The agency can take up to 90 days to issue a final decision, including changes to the proposal. This past Monday, on September 30th, Oasis shared that they are adding North America for their planned tour trips in 2025. Fans were shocked last month when the English band, who had been widely known for countless hits such as Wonderwall and Don't Look Back in Anger, announced their reunion tour. The band initially announced 5 new stadium dates for next summer in Toronto, Chicago, outside New York, Los Angeles, and Mexico City. Today, they revealed 4 additional dates, which, for the exception of Chicago, will include second nights. The claim to Shohei Ohtani's potentially lucrative 50th home run ball grew more complicated this week, with a second fan filing a lawsuit asserting he had possession of the historic baseball. According to online records, the latest suit was filed by Joseph Davidov in Florida's 11th Judicial Circuit Court, and the defendants are Chris Belansky, Kelvin Ramirez, Max Mattis, and Golden Auctions. Belansky is the man who left the stadium with the baseball. Mattis, who filed the first lawsuit last week, and Ramirez have also claimed ownership of the ball. Because of a rule relating to Mattis's lawsuit, the ball can't be formally sold until a hearing that is scheduled for October 10th. Now on to campus news. On tomorrow, October 3rd, Franciscan University will be holding the Transitus and St. Francis feast liturgies to remember the Feast of St. Francis. This will be located in Christ the Teacher at 6 p.m. in the large event space. Come attend to see these beautiful liturgies in honor of the university's patron saint. Franciscan University returned home after a 2-week road trip to take an old foe, Robert Morris, during homecoming weekend. This turned out to be a huge homecoming with a large crowd present to take in some rugby on a cloudy day. Franciscan led the match from start to finish against an undermanned RMU side. The Barons exploded in the first half, displaying a massive scoring differential, with the Barons up 53-7. Coming to the second half, they showed dominance again, giving several players the chance to receive some playing time. The match ended with the Barons winning 89-12. The President's Athletic Conference announced their Women's Soccer Weekly Awards on Monday afternoon, honoring Ava Dexter as the PAC Newcomer of the Week. Dexter scored all 4 goals for the Barons in a 1-1 match week, including her first career hat trick in Saturday's 3-1 win over Chatham. The Cougars led 1-0 Saturday before Dexter scored the equalizer in the 38th minute. The first-year Franciscan forward tallied the go-ahead goal in the 60th minute and added an insurance strike in the 60th minute to complete the hat trick. She also scored the only goal in the Barons match against St. Vincent Wednesday and has a team-high 6 goals so far this season. This is the first time that Dexter has earned the PAC Weekly honor in her young collegiate career. And now for the weather. Today's forecast called for a cloudy day with a high of 69 and a low of 49. Tomorrow is expected to rise to a high of 78 and a low of 54. Thanks for tuning in to today's Franciscan Beat News Brief. Have a blessed day, everyone.